Welcome to PREECAAAP UFC Vegas 110 Garcia versus Onama. This hopefully I don't have to do this whole show by myself. I was going to, but Dave texted me, said he's going to drop in. So hopefully he will be able to drop in and run the screens for me. But regardless, this is an interesting card. It's happened in Vegas, right back to the Apex. It's a fight night card. Looking through this, not many big names people know. I would give this card a grade of C, maybe. But regardless, I see some betting spots on here. So we're going to, if I was to pass on a card, it would probably have been this one if I was going to take a night off. But for you guys, I will go over every fight of the card. Even if I have to do it myself, I will do that. So happy Halloween, guys. It's better than going to watch Wicked the Musical with my daughter, which was my other option. So here we are, and let's get into this. First off, let's start by going quickly over last week's Tapology. The group is Murders Row, BC Days Murder Row. I think it's group 926. I really don't know. But here, let's look how everybody did last week. If he didn't stop coming on the show, he would have got a t-shirt, because this is, I think, second week in a row that Crystal's got in the first place, which is, I think only Dev the Dude or MMA Jesus was the only other person I've ever seen get back-to-back first places in a row. But good for you, Crystal. Dirty Reg, he is a regular on the show. He got second place here. Good on him. 600 points, 9 correct. And then you go down to Papa Chuck. There's Gerald. But aside from that, everybody else did kind of crap. So let's get into this event now. And it's going to be a good one. It's going to be, I don't know about a good one, but it'll be something. So let's I'm going to put up the odds and hopefully Dave will come in soon, but I'll put up the odds and the Tapology and the face-offs. So we'll go through it just hopefully like he was here. So let me share a screen. And we're going to start off with the first fight. We've got Talita Alencar taking on Ariana Carnelossi. Now, let's get into this fight center. Come on, Dave. Come on. But here we go. Talita Alencar comes in with a record of 6-1-1. She's taken on Ariana Carnelossi, has a record of 15-3. The strawweight fight, curtain jerker for the females. Alencar is the sizable favorite, 2-1 favorite. She's minus 213. And Ariana Carnelossi comes back at plus 180. I do believe the Tapology's got the odds pretty nailed right there. The odds I read you were from DraftKings, but here we are. Talita Alencar, the problem child's coming off a win against Vanessa Demopoulos. Before that, she lost to Stephanie Luciano. She beat Reino dos Santos, had a draw in the Contender Series against Stephanie Luciano. So Reino dos Santos was her debut. And prior to the Contender Series, she was in the LFA going against jobbers that no one's heard of. So she's the favorite over Ariana Carnelossi, Carnelossi's also coming off a disqualification intentional headbutts. That's right, I remember that, against Pierre Rodriguez. She won by DQ. She lost before that to Lupita Godinez. Lupita Godinez just out wrestled her the entire fight. She couldn't do nothing. She submitted Estela Nunes. Good for her. She beat Na Liang. Good for her. And prior to that, she had her UFC. I'll make sure it's a debut, but it looks like she had her UFC debut against Angela Hill. And yes, prior to that, she was in Future FC where she beat Ketlin Souza. Pretty decent for a non-UFC fight. But that's why. And what, she beat her by body kicks in round 3. And Ketlin Souza is definitely a UFC fighter. So this may be a reason to go on the dog spot here and take Carnelossi. Yeah, I don't see. Talita Alencar. She would be the more technical fighter. I think she's got better striking. Gerald Lynch, good job last week on Tapology. Welcome to the show. I'm glad to see you here. At least I'm not doing it by myself completely. I might need your picks on these because so far it's just me, and we can't have a plus money junkie parlay with just one person's picks. So I got to have somebody else in there giving me picks that I can write down so we can come up with a 3 at the end. But you know how the show goes. Anyway, thank you for coming on, Gerald. So back to it. Talita Alencar, taking a closer look at her. Ana Talita de Oliveira Alencar is her full name. She's fighting it says Fight Sports Deerfield Beach. That's in Florida, but you think it'd be Fight Sports Deerfield. You think she might as well go to American Top Team if she's down there. But nevertheless, let's take a look at her short look at. Actually, she's been fighting since 2017 as a grappler. Her first MMA fight, look at all the grappling. Look at all this grappling. Didn't happen until 2021 where she was in Titan. She does have mad grappling history in here. But it's mixed results. There's a lot of red here, green. And we don't know who these girls are that she went against. So you got to take that kind of with a European Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu championships. Okay, World No-Gi. So these are prominent. Heather Rafferty, I've heard that name too. Has she got a picture? Is she from Philadelphia? Do I know this girl? I don't. I think I do know her, but anyway, regardless, she's not fighting. So Alencar obviously has got a grappling advantage, you would say, with all these grappling fights in her history. These are all grappling fights, right up until 2020, where she had her first UFC fight, and she won it by submission, rear naked choke, back in 2021, actually, in Titan FC. She stayed with Titan FC. She had one fight in LFA, and then she came into UFC. Now she's going against Carnelossi, 15-3. Look at the arms on her. I know guys that are jealous of those biceps. Look at that. Wait till you see her in the face-off. She looks, if you like eye test, she looks like the more physical, stronger, dominant fighter, but you can't really go by that in female fights. Well, you can't go by that in any fights. But here she is. Let's look at when she came in. Okay, she started out her career back in Amanda Ribas. That was her debut. In 2014, she lost in Pentagon Combat to Amanda Ribas. Then she beat, look at some of these familiar names. Bruna Brazil. Okay, I know it's 2014, over 10 years, 11 years ago, but still, those two names where she started out in her career. Glory DePaula, it's another name, a good win over her. Anybody? Ketlin Souza, I mentioned that already, the Future FC fight, and that's a good win. Then she comes in, and I already talked about her UFC record. So let's look at the face-offs quick. Come on, Dave, hurry up. Look at the little Look at the biceps already. Didn't even start show her walking in yet. But get rid of this and play. Carnelossi comes. Here we go. Looking tough, you know. And look at Toledo with hands in the pants, hands in the pockets, looking aged. Yeah, I mean, you don't see her face, but she does look aged too. She looks, you know, she should be a witch for Halloween because that's how it looks. But stop. Look at the difference in the arms. Just the arms. Here's a Toledo Alencar. No definition at all. Small. Then you got bicep, tricep. Form's the same. But this girl's been pumping. Look at the bicep over here where she's not even flexing, she's just moving her arm up. So, man. Anyway, I got to go with the dog pick here just by eye test. And if you look, remember, I did go through the records, and I don't see, I know Toledo Alencar does have that fantastic grappling and submission advantage. And if it goes to the ground, I imagine she probably will get a submission. But for a female fight, I'm going to take the dog or pass. I'll take Carnelossi just on the muscles by themselves. I think she's going to be the more physical fighter. I think she's going to bring the action to her. Such a poor women's fight. But I'm going to put my name by Carnelossi as for now. I will put her in a full parlay, but I'm not going to, put a bunch of money on it. Dave, can you come on in onto the show? I need you here. Anyway. Thank you, Gerald. I might need you. I might need your picks. I have no idea where the rest of Real Fight Picks is taking his daughter trick-or-treating, and that'd be right now. And Dave, he's in here in the chat. Hopefully he'll be. And Dave is now. Welcome, buddy. Glad to see you. Better late than never. And
shit, you got me right the fuck in. All right.
Yeah. Well, come on. You know what time this starts. Not a surprise. What happened to Illinois Bigfoot? Man, I don't know. I think he ran away with the cashier from the Save-A-Lot or whatever market that he was. Remember, he had like this big crush on that girl that worked the cashier at the supermarket. I don't know. That kid's a weirdo anyway. But give me the man in this fight all day. The man Brandon beat would be Carnelossi, I would think. She looks more like a man. She looks like someone she could take you hunting, something. I'm surprised Mad Dog Carnelossi is the underdog here. Much more UFC experience, bigger. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you for that input to backing me on what I agree. I agree with you 100% with there. She does have the more UFC experience. She is bigger and stronger. I just don't like that. Remember, Alencar's got all that grappling experience. That's kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, how's he doing solo? Horrible. I'm glad you're here. There's Dave coming in the clutch. Yep. Barry, aren't you supposed to be taking your daughter out trick-or-treating?
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Go be dad. Go be dad.
I'm going to UFC 323. Where's that one? Where's UFC 323? I'm not going, but is that in a? Oh, is that up? Where's? We'll find out some later, or Jimmy can just tell us. But anyway, for this fight, I'm on the side of Carnelossi. Dave can run stats. I can show you ads. Oh, I just want some more money. But anyway, we'll get into Okay, so Carnelossi is plus 180, but I'm going to take her on this line actually because I don't know. I think to Alencar might probably sub her, but just for shits and giggles, I'm going to take Carnelossi plus 3.5. I think it should go to decision, and Carnelossi, even if she doesn't win the decision, I think hopefully she'll win a round, maybe round one, and at least get a split or something where I can use the +3. There's my girl. She lost a bunch of weight. She looks good, right? The Hollerhead girl there.
Yes.
Sean Shelby's girlfriend or daughter. I don't know. I don't know who she is, but I think she might be related to somebody. Look at the biceps. I can't get over it. Look at the one where she's raising that finger up. That bicep. Look at the definition. That's just natural too. I don't think she's eating steroids. Well, she might be eating steroids. They all do, right? Kiwi, we missed you last week. I'm so glad to see you back. So glad to see you back. Oh, Vegas pay-per-view of all time. Oh, before they go to Paramount. Before UFC goes to Paramount. So that'll be the final pay-per-view in Vegas. 323. I'm not going, but I'll definitely be betting and watching it. All right, back to this fight though. So Dave, do you have stats or anything on this? Yes, you do. Of course you do. Let's go.
Talita?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have marbles in my mouth. It's been a long day. Talita Alansar, 2.62 strike landed compared to 2.87 for Ariana Carmolosi. Strike absorbed 3.77 versus 4.74. So advantage Talita on this one here. On the ground as well. Takedown average 250 versus 1.37. Takedown accuracy 20%, which kind of sucks. Takedown defense at 50. Reciprocal takedown accuracy for 55 and 14 takedown defense. In theory, you're wrong on this one. Talita Alansar, as far as the stats go, she does have an advantage. As far as strengths of opponents, I don't know if you went over this yet. The little problem child is a little problem child. She's a BJJ girl, but she lost to Carissa Moura in grappling. That was her last fight. Beat Vanessa Demopoulos, which is Vanessa's not a great win in that regard.
She's a great stripper.
Exactly. She beat Stephanie Luciano, which is once again okay, but not really great. She lost to Stephanie Luciano, which is not a good look on her at all. She beat Rianda Santos by split decision. That's a bad look as well. I mean, we should annihilate this girl. I have a really hard time putting any money on her at all because I haven't seen her win a proper fight since the beginning of her career. Ariana, though, a little bit better experience, a little bit more pedigree, I guess. She beat Taylor last year. Potential headbutts round 2. Doesn't matter. She was winning that fight regardless. She lost against Lupita Cortines, which is one of the only fucking girls I actually recognize this repertoire of these girls. Estela Nunez, Nia Lang, lost to Angela Hill, beat Ketlin Souza. Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy pick, regardless of what the stats say. I think the repertoire of the history is you got to go for Ariana Carmolosi on this one. And if you're looking to pick her, she is at a plus 187.
So what's her advantage? Your mic was breaking up. I got you though. So what's your what are you doing?
She doesn't have the advantage, but in the history of opponents, she's just beaten way better people.
So you going for the dog?
Yeah, I'm going for the dog.
Sweet, both of us on the dog of Ariane Carmolosi, the biceps. What's her nickname? Doesn't matter. But it's like something cool. Soriso. I don't know what that means, but that's her Brazilian. That's her Portuguese nickname. Soriso. Okay, moving on up the card. Our next fight is between Phil Rowe and Seok Hyun Ko. Phil Rowe comes in with a record of 11 and 5. He's going to be the much bigger man here, but the odds don't show that. What's that?
It means smile.
Soriso means what?
Smile.
Smile? Oh,
I know.
sweet.
I said the same thing.
Doesn't
Oh.
anyway,
Oh.
yeah. That's all right. Good. That's good for a girl's nickname. Soriso, Smile. That's good. No, okay. Moving on. As I was saying, Phil Rowe, 11-5. He's kind of like a jobber, you know what I mean? He does what he's got to do, but it's not. He's the Fresh Prince. He does kind of look like him, but not really. Okay, he's 3-5 in his last, or 3-2 in his last 5. Coming off a win against Andrew Lewis where he knocked him out. Very good. It was a good looking win. Before that, he lost to Jake Matthews by unanimous decision. He lost to Neil Magny by split decision. That was like a mirror fight. Him and Neil Magny. It's like who's who? You know, it's crazy. Before that, he beat Nico Price. Good one, but Nico Price, the father of like 14 kids, he's kind of the same boat, like jobber, like, you know, just a UFC middling jobber. Before that, he beat Jason Witt, Vanilla Gorilla, Jason Witt. Look at we gotta open it up. Who's Phil Rowe? Like, really? I mean, yeah, he's the classic veteran jobber. I think I would call also a gatekeeper if you wanna call him that. Look at that string of there's some grappling in there, and he grappled Craig Jones. Good on you. Got submitted by Flying Triangle, but still good on you for getting in there with him at Karate Combat. Man, this place his record is riddled with red. They're all grappling losses. So he sucks at grappling, but he gives it a try. He does give it a try. He just not good at it. Because I don't see one grappling fit. He got one grappling win. All the rest of these grappling things are all losses, all of them, except for one against some dude named Lucas LaRue at Karate Combat, and that was like a year ago, and where you got a rear naked choke, and then Lucas LaRue, that guy is probably a, you know, who the fuck is that guy? But yeah, you know what? The hyped up guy, the Korean Tyson, as they call him, the 12-2 fighter, Seok Kyung Ko. I know he doesn't have the resume or anything, but he does have his most recent, if you want to go recency bias, he made Oban Elliott look like an amateur. He schooled him. It was a unanimous decision. He outclassed him every round. I'm surprised it wasn't. I don't know what the final score was, but it should have been 30-27 because, yeah, Oban Elliott got schooled. And I think Cole came in there at like plus 400 on that fight too. So good on him. Before that, he was in the Contender Series where he unanimous decision got the contract to the UFC over Igor Cavalcanti, who's a 9-0 fighter. Not bad. And before that, a whole bunch of AFC Koreans. Yeah. Sasha Platnikov lost to him a long ass time ago in his early career. But aside from that, look, Asian guys, all Asians. Look, I had a one-word guy. His name is Zaridin. Who the fuck's Zaridin is? What the country is this? Kyrgyzstan. Oh, 1-1 fighting out of South Korea. Anyway, so he's going against all these no-name Korean and Asian fighters that you never heard of. 0-0, 0-0, 3-2, 3-3, 6-1. All these guys right up until he came to the Contender Series. And for real, they're all Asians all the way up through. The Contender Series is the first white guy he fought. Or when I say white, I mean non-Asian guy, I think. Is the first one he fought was Igor Cavalcanti, who was 11-1, and he's not even a white guy. He's African American. Well, he's Portuguese, Brazilian, but you know what I mean. He's brown skinned. So I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I'm just saying Seok Kyung Ko has yet to, like, I don't know. He hasn't earned. I'm taking him. I'm taking him because of his fight against Oban Elliott, recency bias, and I think Phil Rowe is kind of like a gatekeeper jobber, and he's just going through the ropes now. Phil Rowe could definitely win this, and I know a lot of other cappers are taking him as the dog at plus 160, but I'm gonna put my bet on to Seok Hyung Ko by KO. I think that's the look, and look how prim and proper, and he's not even intimidated by the size. And look at the size of Phil Rowe compared to him. He's kind of laughing. He's smirking. Ko is. Phil Rowe's just being big and goofy. Look at what's going on with Phil Rowe. Yeah, I got. I'm taking Ko. I think he right there. That smile shows confidence. He sized him up, and he's gonna house him. He's gonna come in. He's gonna come in very aggressive, and Phil Rowe is not gonna. He's gonna want him on this like length so he can outpoint him with outside striking. But if you're inside the body and coming into phone booth fighting where you're right, you can't. Yeah, and that's what Ko's style is. He's going to be aggressive and in close and uncomfortable. It's a bad styling matchup for Phil Rowe, I think, and that's why I'm going to take Seok Hyung Ko by TKO. What are you thinking, Dave, on this fight here?
Okay, Phil Rowe coming in 6'3" against 5'10", gonna have the huge height advantage. 80-inch reach advantage compared to 71-inch. Huge reach advantage on this one. All right, now let's go to striking. Strike line per minute 3.99 versus 2.90. All right, a strike more. Problem is, strike absorbed 4.38 versus 2. Positive striking ratio for So Young Ko. Negative striking ratio for Phil Rowe. He is a weird physical anomaly, the way that he's built. He's tall, he's lanky. This is why he's going into the grappling world. This is why he's trying to be better at grappling, because that's the future for him. He's not a stand-up guy. His future's on the ground. Problem is, So Young Ko is fucking decent on the ground. Takedown average, and that's only with a couple fights. I get it. 4.00. 75% takedown defense, 50% takedown accuracy. Yes, Phil Rowe's lankier. He's got longer legs. He can cut an armbar a lot easier. He can. Point being, I agree with you. I'm going with the So Young Ko here. I think he's the up and comer. You want to call Phil Rowe a gatekeeper? Okay, I guess he could be. Like, I think he's more like an older fighter in this weight class more than a gatekeeper. I do think he's on his way out. I do think he's trying to set up his career going grappling afterwards. Hopefully, UFC grappling takes off. But yeah, I agree with you. So Young Ko is my pick for this fight. If you like him, he is. Yep. Oh, he's now shit. He's a minus 188. Fuck me.
That's still playable. I mean, it's still parlayable. 100%. We'll see.
Can you put a star for him? Because I think he's going to win in this one. And I'm trying to figure out.
I put a star next to him, so he's definitely.
Well, he's always been in that kind of. He's always been in the minus 188, so I mean he's pretty much stayed level. But yeah, 100%. Right. I'll go over I'll pick the midget over the lanky guy. I think he's got good ground game. I think he's better on the feet, more accurate. I think Phil Rowe is in for actually
tough long night. Yep.
Well, I'm going to say decision, but it's going to be a long night for him.
Decision. I got Ko by Ko, but just like Ko, beware.
That might very well happen. If
Coco Beware, I just get it, Kiwi. Coco Beware, he was a wrestler. Whoo, that guy, the bird, he did like the bird and shit. Coco Beware, yeah, he's dead. But I got the reference. I just got it. Coco Beware. Oh, thank you, Kiwi. I'm so glad when I see Kiwi in the chat. Anyway, moving on up the card. Next, we have another exciting female fight. This one's even worse. I think this one's even worse than the first one. But we got the biggest line on the card, widest line on the card anyway. We got Montserrat Conejo Ruiz. Conejo, I think it means bunny in Spanish. I'm pretty sure. She comes in a record of 10-4. She is from Mexico. She's coming up 3 back-to-back losses. They go most recently Eduardo Mora, TKO, knocked her out. Jacqueline Amarine knocked her out. Amanda Lemos knocked her out. Before that, she had her one UFC win against Cheyenne Vlismas. At the time, I think it was Cheyenne Bays. But, you know, that because she was right. But now she's back to Cheyenne Vlismas. It should be Cheyenne. What's a Delize? but over there in that part of Europe, they just get them pregnant and don't marry them. So, anyway, Cheyenne Vlismas or Conejo Ruiz. What's her fuck? Montserrat Ruiz. She's just not. She's a one-trick pony. The only reason she beat Cheyenne Vlismas is the scarfold, the head and arm. That was it. That's what she did. It was the worst fight ever, dude. All she did was did a head and arm choke and just held it for entire fight, every single round. She got I don't think Cheyenne Vlismas even got a punch in because it was just like straight to the head and arm and then down on the ground, just rolling around wrestling. But Ruiz dominated her, and then she spit on her. Remember, after the fight, she spit on her, and Cheyenne Vlismas says, "Look, bitch, I'll follow you home, beat the shit out of you." Anyway, it was pretty. The after fight was better than the fight, but anyway, she's taking on Alice Ardeline. Alice Ardeline, huge favorite. It says minus 400 at tap. It's minus 355 on DraftKings. I just wrote these odds down before I started the show. The Romanian fighter, you know what her deal is? She used to be a UFC security. Like, you know, when the fighters come down ringside and they have all the people, the staff and the black T-shirts and shit, and the local event security. That's what the Alice Ardeline used to be, event security. And she's like, one day I'm going to be in that cage. And sure enough, she started going training, started doing this amateur fighting shit and getting into some events and she's a filthy hoe on Instagram. I'm sorry to say, she likes the D, and she don't even hide it on Instagram. Her Instagram's very. I haven't seen it recently, but back in the day, it was racy. Like, look at what the hell is that? She's getting sit on her face. Go up a little bit. What's that? What's that right there? What's going on there? I don't know. She's cringy. Yeah, look at that. She's got to have OnlyFans. She's got to. Yeah, she's a hoe. But anyway, nevertheless, I mean, it's a fight, and Alice Ardeline should win because she's got more tricks than head and arm choke. She's got more than that in her bag. But true story about how she went from security guard to MMA fighter, and that. What? I didn't look. I looked away. What? Oh, look at the double chin. That's cringy. Come on. No way you wedding was a whoa. And just started typing whore. Yeah. Anyway, regardless of her sexual promiscuity, I am going to take her to beat Montserrat Conejo Ruiz. I'm not putting any type of money on this. Maybe I'll take. No, I can't take Ruiz even plus points either because she sucks. I think she's going to lose every round or get finished. What's Montserrat? Has she beat anybody by? She has got 3 submissions, but they're all they're all back in. Look, Owen against 0-2 fighter. Yes, moving on. Who you got?
What do you think? 6.73 versus
Alice
0.69. 6.73.
Did you look at their face-offs? This would be Rui's. Oh, Rui's got a haircut at least. And Kiwi loves the neck tattoos. Huh. She is a bad girl. Yeah, they're both bad fighters. But all right, I'm assuming, Dave, you're taking Alice Ardeline. Let's move on because as you see, the other girls walking in. We got another female fight to cover, last one on the card. So let's get into that. And this is the best female fight on the card. We have Ketlen Vieira, 15-4. This is a bantamweight fight. So these are the little bit bigger girls. All the other female fights have been strawweight, 115. So now these girls are a little bit beefier, and these girls are definitely cheekier in the butt. Norma Dumont is known for having the, how would I say it? Not the nicest, but she's known for her buns, hun. So Norma Dumont comes in 12-2. She's a pretty decent favorite, minus 175. Ketlen Vieira, 15-4, comes back at plus 145. And this is more of a contestable fight, but I'm still going to take the favorite here. I think Norma Dumont is the, up in the top 5 of all females fighting right now. Like even if you put them all like pound for pound females, Norma Dumont's, in my personal book, I would rank her probably 4. I'm just going off the top of my head, but she's up there. I like Norma Dumont, and I think she's going to be able to, style on Ketlen Vieira. If it's not going to be through physically, Ketlen Vieira might even be. Let's see how they look. I think they're. Oh, look at Ketlen Vieira. Just stands toe to toe with her. She even got a little height on her, I think. Look at Ketlen Vieira does have a little touch of a height, and I bet you the reach is probably on the Ketlen Vieira side as well. She definitely got. Look at this shoulder height. She definitely got height, and I would imagine she's got the reach too. Ketlen Vieira is actually the bigger girl, unless you look at the buns, hon. But doesn't matter. I think Norma Dumont is the yeah, I'm going Norma Dumont. I think I don't know why. I think she's the better fighter. That's what it comes down to. Ketlen Vieira, she's well-rounded. They're both Brazilian. I'm pretty sure they both have Brazilian black belts. I didn't go into their full resumes and take it apart, but phenomenal. Ketlen Vieira, let's real quick. I'm going to look into just her. Oh, she's got some big names and big wins too. Holly Holm, she beat Miesha Tate, Sijara Eubanks. Oh, shit. She beat, and her history goes way back. She started fighting in 2014. You go up, first big name, Ashley Evans Smith, not a big name, but that she was a UFC fighter. Oh, that was her second UFC fight ever. Kat Zingano did all the green, until she ran into Irene Aldana, who knocked her out left hook, and then she got into the real legends up here. She lost to Yana, beat Sijara, beat Miesha Tate, beat Holly Holm. That's her best win ever. Lost to Raquel Pennington, who is Raquel Pennington champ right now? I think so, right? She beat Pani Kianzad. Lost to Kayla Harrison. That's my number 2 right now. Kayla Harrison's my number 2 favorite female fighter. I mean, Shevchenko's my number 1. But and then we got Manon Fior's up there, Aaron Blanchfield's up there. But regardless, female fights, I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont. I think she's the better fighter here in this case. Norma is she's got a pretty good history. She started fighting back in 2016, only 2 years after Ketlen. And she's got going through. She'd also beat Ashley Evans Smith. Seems like everybody did. Felicia Spence. Her resume isn't as good, but they're still known names. and she's beat him. Oh, she got a win over Irene Aldana, so MMA math. But anyway, I got Norma Dumont here in a close fight. I'm going to take her by decision. Dave, what are you doing on this one?
Score some stats real quick. Sorry about that. Caitlin Vieira, strike lane per minute 2.84 versus 3.86. Advantage to Norma Dumont on the striking ratio as far as that goes. Second floor 3.72 versus 2.16. On the ground 1.28 versus 1.72. Advantage Norma on this one as well. Having said what the odds are, I'm picking the dog here.
Ooh, okay.
She is the higher ranked opponent. I think Norma's been on a gravy train of fighters. She obviously, the UFC wants her to do well, but yeah, I'm picking the dog on this one. Vieira by decision.
She's got OF too. Does Vieira have OnlyFans? I know.
Don't know.
I see.
Not sure. I didn't go that deep.
I know Norma Dumont does, and that's usually a fade, right? When they got OF OnlyFans. Ooh, she's looking. That's not even her. Oh, it is. She looks like there's one picture she don't even look like. She looks like the other. Who's that other fighter that oh man, I can't think of her. But let's how do they look in the face-offs and the weigh-ins? This Cutland. Look at the shoulders on Cutland. She's pretty solid. She's a pretty, I don't know. I might flip my pick. Norma Dumont in this one Instagram looks like Paige. What's her name?
I don't think Norma made it on the first set of weigh-ins, so she had to wait till the end. Hang on a second here. I gotta find her.
Ooh, I know everybody on this card made weight. That's for sure.
I do not have her on those scales. Shit, I do not have her on the scales.
Oh, was the end one maybe?
Yeah, that was the very end. Let me see if I got her in the beginning.
It does. Just show her. Just show the face-offs. Who cares? Norma.
Anyways, girl fight.
Wall installed. Yeah, she could just win by cage control, right? Hold her up against cage and control the shit. She could do that. Who's that? Yeah. It's gonna be closely contested. Who are you picking, Dave?
Vieira.
Oh, Vieira. That's right, Vieira. Okay. Let's see what they look like looking at each other. Did we do that? We did. All right. Moving on up the card. Next, we have Dante Johnson taking on Cedricus Dumas. Cedricus Dumas plus 280 here. Heavy underdog, which is, I don't think it's warranted either. I don't think he should be that much plus money. Dante Johnson coming in at minus 355. I have no idea. That's tied for the biggest, widest line on the card with Alice Ardeline, who we already talked about. But Dante Johnson, is it? I know he's the bigger, stronger, undefeated puncher, but you got to look at it like let's look at Dante Lockjaw Johnson. I know he's undefeated, but let's look at the quality of fighter that he's finished. Okay, 6-0. This is his UFC debut. He comes out of North Iowa Fights and Fury Challenger Series. Okay, so let's go back to his storied. Oh, he does have an amateur career here. Okay, amateurs. He's only got one loss. No, nada, nothing that looks familiar. All these guys are who Who cares? Who knows? Then he gets, as his pro career starts, he's got a 1-2 fighter, an 0-2 fighter, a 3-11 fighter, and in the NAFC Super Brawl. Really? 3-11. 3-11. Ryan Parker, 6-7. James Ford, 3-0. Finally, his most recent fight, he finally has a guy with a mediocre record, and that's 7-4 in the Contender Series. His name is Darian Abbey. He knocked him out in the first round. He got his UFC UFC contract because of that. And now he's going against, everybody hates him because he's a criminal, but criminals do know how to fight, and this is a fight. And at plus 280, Cedricus Dumas is value. Cedricus Dumas has got 4 wins by knockout, 2 wins by sub, and 4 wins by decision. He does have 3 losses. 2 of them he got knocked out. 1 of them he got subbed. But do you Dante Johnson, he may knock him out. That's what a lot of people are saying. He's going to run through this fucking guy. He's going to run through him. He's a lot bigger and I don't know, man. I don't know if he's bigger. Wait till you see the face-offs. He is bigger, but I think he might be sloppier. I think he might be a little. Look at, here's Cedricus Dumas, all right? And look behind him is Dante Johnson with the ponytail and shit. And is he bigger? No, he's not bigger. Cedricus is a little bit taller. And then wait till, if you keep playing this, Cedricus gonna face the camera like front view and do like a flex and look, stop it. And you see he did the cut in the throat. But if you look at if you go back and see when he does like a right there, look at the flexing. Cedricus's biceps are way bigger than Dante freaking wide barrel chested Johnson. Look at just the bicep. I mean, I'm going with the dog here. I know everybody likes to hate on this guy because he's a woman beater and a ankle bracelet and fucking always on probation or parole or what the fuck. I don't give a shit. I think he's going to beat. This guy's a UFC debutant. He did have a no contest against. No, that was Cedricus. But Dante Johnson, UFC debutant that hasn't fought anybody good. So I'm taking the criminal. I'm taking Cedricus Dumas at plus 280. I don't care how he gets it done. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout. I think it's going to be a finish too, because this Dante Johnson's unproven. I don't know why he's such minus 355 for what? Because he's undefeated against a bunch of cans. The best fighter he fought is 7-4. Darian Abbey. That's the best fighter. I think Cedricus Dumas would wipe the shit up out of all these free dudes. Darian Wesley Abbey. I mean, this is a trap card. Go ahead. Take Dante Johnson. Have him be your hero. I'll take the villain. I got the villain in this one. Dave, who you got?
I'm going with the veteran Dumas in this one. Pretty easy pick for me. Has a size advantage. Yes, the odds say that in Dante Johnson's one fight, it was with a minute and 4 seconds long. Strike land per minute, 14.06. I don't really care about his stats as far as this one goes. He only fought in one fight that I can have stats on for 1 minute and 4 seconds. Until you prove me wrong, I'm going to pick the UFC veteran who is actually a decent fighter. And you're right, he does get a bad rep for his history and his record, but man, it takes a badass to be a UFC fighter, and he's a badass. I don't see Dante Johnson being in any way, shape, or form. So pick the dog in this one, kids.
Right. From fighting out of churches, chicken parking lots in Florida to the UFC. It's like a Cinderella story. Cedricus Dumas.
But he's got
all right.
He's got the
Ooh,
blitz.
Vin.
Fucking,
What's that?
he can move his feet. He can do everything. He's got the whole repertoire. He's got the range. He's got the striking. He's got the ground game. He's got, like, for a convict, he's pretty fucking skilled.
Some of them are. Who's the tattooed Spanish guy that he's got like 100 like undefeated in prison fights? Who's that guy? You know who I'm talking about. Man, he's got like a bunch of prison fight. He's a jobber now. He's like he just fought recently too. Whatever, doesn't matter. So we're both on the dog there. Let's move up the card. Moving on to bantamweight. We have Timmy Kwamba taking on Chang Ho Lee. Timmy Kwamba comes in as the line is even on DraftKings. Who's favorite on Tapology? It says near even. I know on DraftKings they're both minus 110. Timmy Kwamba's 9-3. Chang Ho Lee, the Korean fighter, 11-1. We're gonna look at these guys' resumes a little bit, starting with Timmy Kwamba. I'm going to check it out. Timmy Twilight Kwamba. Got the American flag. He's fighting out of, doesn't say, it just has Vegas. So it could be, we'd have to check his Instagram, but it could be Syndicate, could be Extreme Couture, could be half a dozen gyms. But let's see. Coming off his UFC, his first UFC win against Roberto Romero. No idea who that is, but he got a flying knee. That's impressive. Before that, he had his first 2 UFC fights are both losses. His debut against Balaji Oki was a split decision loss, heartbreaker, and then he lost a unanimous decision to Lucas Almeida, the veteran. Before that, he was in Tough Enough. He did have he's got some Contender Series win in here. Icon, Freedom Fights. But yeah, he was a can smasher too, right up until he got to the UFC. No, a Contender Series, that guy was okay. Mateo Vogel and Michael Stack, those guys were decent, like 8-2 and 7-2 respectively. But before that, he was just going can crushing. He does have an amateur career too, where, he did what he had to do. Only one loss. That's Timmy Kwamba in a nutshell. But he's taking on Chang Ho Lee, 11 and only one loss for the Korean. This guy, I guarantee, he's got a bunch of cans on his resume as well. Let's see. His UFC debut was against Long Zhao. They always put the Asians against Asians in their debut. Well, figure they made their way into it through Road to UFC. Almost all of them did too. So he had his UFC debut, decision win against Long Zhao. Then he fought Cortavius Ramius, and Ramius, he beat him punches from mount, round 2. And did he get a performance of the night? Oh, he sure did. Prior to that, he was in Road to UFC. Surprise, surprise. Who would have thought? And he does have a couple other. There's a Brave UFC fight. That's his one loss against a guy, Asian, a Chinese guy named Sim Kai Zong. But if Sim Kai Zong is now 7-2 for the Cobra, handsome Chinese guy, Cobra, Singapore from. Anyway, so man, this one is kind of like another coin flip fight. I don't know which way to go, but if gun to head, I got to go with I know the work ethic of I'm a Korean, so I know we have strong work ethic. He's from Extreme Combat and Fitness. Where's that? Extreme Combat and Fitness. It's in Korea. Okay. I don't know anybody that goes to his gym. I didn't look at any Instagrams or anything, but yeah, I'm leaning the way of Chang Ho Lee. No specific reasoning behind it. I got a feeling he's gonna. I mean, it's a coin flip fight, minus 110 either way. So I'm not confident, but I'm going with Chang Ho Lee. Dave, what do you got here? And Chang Ho Lee does have a number by his name. names, number 63. Timmy Kwamba has 0, nothing by his name. So what do you got, Dave?
Let's put the face-offs in first. Sorry, I couldn't find the weigh-ins once again. I got to spend more time doing some timing here. All right, here we go.
Ooh. What is that, a perm? Chang Ho Lee? That's not natural.
As far as the stats, what's nice to know about Chan Ho Lee is that besides the long jaw fight, which was actually a decent fight, I don't think it was a split decision. I think he did win it by unanimous, but whatever, judges are what they are. And Long Zhao in that realm would have gotten some judge favoritism. But before that, he's actually beaten guys that are decent, but he's done them properly. Ground and pound, round 2. Ground and pound, round 1. Ground and pound, round 3. That one split decision, which whatever, wash. And then ground and pound, fucking round 2. I mean, he's doing what he needs to finish these guys. Some of them are cans. Some of them are actually fucking decent. But he is putting them through the wash. I fucking love it how he's beating these guys. In the face-offs, I kind of like him in the face-offs. And let's be honest with you. Man, I got to fade Kwamba. Kwamba, not that great of a fighter. I mean, he's got some decent wins. The Roberto Romero fight, okay, fine. That was, when was that? That was UFC Fight Night. Was that a Mexican one or not? Don't. It wasn't. Never mind. But since then, a couple losses, split decisions. Michael Stock, not that great. Matthias Vocal, not that great as well. Yeah, I'm on Chan Ho Lee as well.
Oh, man. I'm looking through an Instagram of Chang Ho Lee, and I see something. He's a purple belt.
Yeah.
Purple, I mean, it goes purple, brown, then black. So he's an upper level belt. Like purple belt, you can compete in world-class jiu-jitsu tournaments that qualifies you because it goes like white, blue, and white and blue is a long time to graduate, and then purple, and then brown and black for the base colors of jiu-jitsu belts. But purple does qualify you into you can go to pro tournaments. But I would imagine Timmy Kwamba. Let's look at his Instagram real quick, just to be fair.
Let me go over stats first.
Yeah, go over stats. I'm going to check it out. Go ahead.
Right. Timmy Kwamba stats: strike line per minute 3.12 versus 4.92. Advantage Chang Ho Lee on this one. Strike absorb, negative striking ratio for Timba, 4.30 versus 2.35. Very much positive striking ratio for Lee here. On the ground, 1.11 versus 3.27 advantage Lee on the ground. Looking at the opponents, I even like his opponents better. I think Lee's got this as a fucking lock as far as I'm concerned. I can't pick Kwamba on any fucking points here with the stats, with his history, with the repertoire of people. Chat, if you can fucking argue with me, please let me know. But, I mean, you got to put him in some kind of parlay here. Even as a dog, I fucking love him. He is now even. Oh, he went down to even. He's okay, everyone's fucking on the bandwagon. I put a bet with him. He was a plus 100. I put this bet a couple days ago. He was a plus 100. Now, motherfucker, it is now at minus 110. So money's coming in on Chang Ho Lee as well. Everyone's seeing what we all see. I think a parlay piece. We could have got him plus money. Now we're getting him at pretty much even money. So time to jump on this bandwagon.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. I do see Timmy. I mean, it's a very even fight, though. Timmy Kwamba, I'm not confident, but I will take Chang Ho Lee. Moving on. Get to heavier guys. Got lightweight fight between, Kevin Christian. This dude is 6'7". He's like Nephilim. He's a giant, but he's lumbering. He's not. Wait till you see him. He's odd, and he's taking on the more experienced, not veteran, but more experienced fighter in Billy Alicana. Alicana does have much for this. Is I think this is Kevin Christian's UFC debut, if I'm correct. We're gonna find out. Kevin Christian 9-2, the plus 215 underdog, and yes, indeedy, this is his UFC debut. He's coming out of the Contender Series where he beat Francisco Mazzio, 4-0 guy. Before that, he's got there's an 18-5 Danielle Trinidad in Boa Vista Combat, but and I don't even know that guy. I looked at his record.
That was his last fight.
Everybody else is
that was his retirement fight.
Danielle Trinidad. Yeah, everybody else sucks. Everybody else, he's got losses against a 4-4 guy and a 2-0 guy. And then all cans up until Contender Series where he earned his contract against that Mazzio. And then now he's going against Billy Alicana. So Kevin Christian, nothing going, nothing doing for him, except for he's a giant. And he's like 6 foot. He should play basketball. Billy Alicana, at least he's got some experience and wins. He had his UFC debut against Bogdan Guskov where he lost by guillotine choke. I picked Bogdan and I won money off that fight. And then he bounced back with a good win against Ibo Aslan. You guys know him. He's muscle-bound dude from Turkey, I think, or some shit. And Ibo Aslan, Turkish muscle-bound dude, told you. 14-2, that's his best win. Before that, he was an LXF, PFL, and Chuck Campbell. I know that name. Aside from that, I don't know any of these names. Amateurs. He fought Brian Battle and beat him. Good on you, Billy Alicana. Didn't know that. That's good. It was amateurs, but still a win over Brian Battle is a win over Brian Battle. I don't care if you beat him in wrestling in high school, you still beat him. So you can't take that away from him. And that's the edge I think he's got over this. Who the fuck is Kevin Christian? I got Billy Alicana here. He should be able to get it done. He's got more ring knowledge. Like he's been in there and has a win in there and a loss in there in the UFC. I'm going to go Billy Alicana. But again, wait till you look at this giant right there. Look at this guy. Holy shit. It's all leg though. His torso is just this. Him and I don't know. Oh, Billy Alicana is pretty tall too. What's he, 6'4"? What the fuck? How tall is Billy Alicana? That guy looks pretty big himself. He is
6'3".
What's it say? 6'3". Okay. And look at that Christian guy. Looks like his head is too small for his. Look at the guillotine you can do on that fucking neck, huh? That neck's like 8 inches long. You can guillotine that shit from away. You can do a flying guillotine. Run in there, just grab that neck. How cringy. He had to do the pulling back the archer pose. Unbelievable. Yeah, Billy Alicana all day. What's the line? Minus 265. Well, so be it. It is what it is. That's my pick. Dave, you gonna take the Nephilim?
No, I'm not picking the goddamn 6'7" fucking freak. No, I'm picking the fucking experienced guy who's actually got a fucking fighting chance.
Yeah, and you know what? The Nephilim guy was barefoot, and Billy's wearing pumps. That's why. Yeah, I think for real. I think the Nephilim, the Christian guy, he was barefoot, and Billy had sneakers on.
All right. Anyways, just
Crystal rule. Yes, and Crystal's back-to-back wins for Crystal Octahedron on Tapology. Did you know that, Dave? Back-to-back first places. Man, he banned our show. He's like, fuck your show. I'll never come on your show again. Fucking hates us. Anyway, big head always wins. And Crystal, the big Billy Alicana, definitely got the big head in that. you see that Kevin Christian? He's got like a pinhead. It's like too small for his body. It's weird. All right, Dave. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, I fucking really.
Yeah, I apologize. What else do you want me to do? I said sorry. I said fucking sorry.
Anyways, Crystal, I appreciate. I don't know if you see this. Crystal and I are still on DMs. We're still talking. We're still doing shit. I appreciate you, Crystal, all the fucking time. Anyways, in this fight, only one fight for Kevin Christensen. He is a fucking gargantuan fucking freak. Yeah, his neck, his arms, his knees, something's always out there to be had. That's why you don't have guys who are 6'7" and 205 pounds. They're just not happening. By the way, he only has a 3-inch reach advantage. He might have a fucking huge height advantage, but the reach is only 3. Strike land 2.34 versus 0.75. Strike absorbed 3.18 versus 1.83. The only thing he has is a ground game, which is skeptical at best. I'm all in on Billy here as well. We saw him in the face-offs, and if I'm not mistaken, here we go. Yeah, Billy is the favorite though at minus 275. So maybe an outside parlay piece, depending on. But I got a bunch of plus monies I like better than Billy on this one. Confident on Billy winning this one. Kevin Christian, you're a freak. Go back to basketball. Not a UFC fighter.
I don't think he came from basketball, so it's hard to go back to something you didn't come from.
I don't know. Go to something.
So, it's like water polo. No, I have no idea.
Grappling is the best way to go for him. Not a strike.
Yeah. All right. Moving on up the card. Now we got the curtain jerker to the main card. Made it through the prelims. The curtain jerker to the main card is Alan Nascimento fighting Cody Durden. Cody Durden is a former Georgia State high school wrestling champion. He earned a free, not a free ride, but he was recruited to go to wrestle at West Point. That's the U.S. Army, if you didn't know. However, he couldn't do it because he got someone pregnant and had to get a job in construction to raise his baby. Good on you, custom-made Cody Durden. However, he comes into this fight short notice. I do believe it was like 10 days. Well, now probably 12 days. It was days notice, like less than it's like a couple weeks notice. And he's got a lot of red peppering his record. Look at his last 5. He's 1-4 in his last 5 fights, coming off losses to Jose Ochoa, Josh Van. Well, that's a give me. His one win was against Matt Danger Schnell, which was a year ago. Matt Schnell, I think that was his retirement. That was his last fight that he had in the UFC. I think he's done by now. He lost to Bruno Silva. Before that, he lost to Jared Ulanbekov. So 1-4 in his last 5, coming on against Nascimento, who is 4-1 in his last 5. Okay, the opposite. He's coming up. He's got wins over Jafel Fieldho most recently, Carlos Hernandez by submission, Jake Hadley, White Kong, a unanimous decision against White Kong. He lost it to Jared Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov beat the shit out of both these boys. That was 4 years ago, though, and it was a split decision, so be it, you know. And before that, he lost in a promotion that was not UFC he beat a guy by submission, Elevado Lima. So who gives a shit about that anyway? But both neck and neck in age. Both the same in height, 5'8", 5'7", pretty much same. No real reach advantage. There's 2.5-inch reach advantage for Nascimento. I'm taking Nascimento, and I think he's going to get it done by submission. Watch this. Durden goes up on his toes just to be the height. Watch. See that? That's stupid. I'm tall too. Fucking corny. But anyway, I'm taking Nascimento by sub. What's going to happen? I predict Cody Durden does have good wrestling. Told you, Georgia State wrestling champ. But is his grappling jiu-jitsu there? Nah. Nascimento, that last fight against who was it? Jafal Fieldho, was it? I think. Let me see again. I think it was. Jafal Fieldho is a decorated jiu-jitsu practitioner with a black belt, and Nascimento made it look easy. He dominated him on the grappling exchanges.
No, he didn't.
And I don't know if it's
nope.
He didn't.
Lies.
Oh, all right,
oh,
stats.
Yeah.
Show me. Tell me.
All right. No, he did. I'm fucking with you.
Okay. Lies. Come on. Fact check.
It was 4-1. Yeah,
I was trying to. You're right. I'm sorry. Jafel Hill. You're right. I know. I'm right, Dave. So he dominated Jafel Fieldho, and Jafel Fieldho is, like I said, a decorated jiu-jitsu practitioner, the pastor. Remember, he's the church guy. And I was very impressed with Nascimento's work there, and that's why I think it's going to carry over, and he's going to probably dominate Cody Durden. I got Nascimento by sub, I'll say round 2, or maybe round 1 before Cody Durden gets all slimy and sweaty. But Nascimento by sub, that's my pick. What do you got, Dave?
I'm going to flip my pick. I had Cody Durden, but after watching the face-offs, watching the weight cut, the catch weight, the short notice, I'm having some real hard time fucking going to him. Stats, though, 2.64 versus 3.44 advantage for the ratio as far as volume goes for Cody. Strike absorb, though, 1.96 versus 4.35. Cody's a little bit of a punching bag. He is a fucking phenomenal wrestler, though. Takedown average 1.42 versus 4.13. Advantage Cody there, and the repertoire of opponents is almost in favor of Cody here. Close. It's close. It's almost a wash. Takedown average 20.47. Takedown defense 30 versus 73. I think Cody's going to have him on the ground. I think Allen's going to have him on the feet. As far as Allen goes, though, what I don't like is that he hasn't really knocked any guys out or hasn't really dominated any guys on the feet that much. Hang on a second. I was right here. There it was. As far as strikes goes, Allen in his last fights, 12 strikes, 6 strikes, 19 strikes, 25 in a loss, and 105 in a loss. So, he's not a striking guy, which makes me have a really hard time picking him in any parlays or anything. I'm a little bit afraid of Cody because Cody's just, if you don't fucking knock Cody out, he'll just fucking wrestle fuck you the whole time. And I'm afraid of Cody wrestle fucking Allen here. That's just what the stats tell me. Having said that, I will probably pick Allen, but man, not putting him in a parlay. I don't feel comfortable.
Right. If it wasn't 10-day short notice, then maybe Cody, but I got to take somebody that had a full camp, not 10 days.
Well, the one thing that makes me feel better about this is that Allen is at minus 300, so that puts him out of the parlay range. Whew.
Well, there's Useless's hand, or RFP's hand. Like I said, Cody Durden, short notice. I can't do it. He does have better wrestling, but not better jiu-jitsu. And that's where I think he's going to get caught in a sub. Okay. So are you taking Cody Durden? Is that what you said?
No.
Okay. All right. Moving on up the card. Next we have my man, Chuck Buffalo, Charles Radke. This is my hammer of the week. Taking on Daniel Frunza. Okay, Charles Radke, aka Chuck Buffalo, has a record of 10-5 coming in here. He is a minus 170. Oh shit. And I want to see his last 5. Coming off a loss, it was to Mike Malott. He got knocked out. That was 5 months ago. Before that, he beat Matt Semmelsberger, Semi the Jedi, by knockout. Good on him. He lost to Carlos Prates. That's the guy that smokes cigarettes and knocks the shit out of everybody except for what's his name, the Ian Gary. But he beat Gilbert Urbina. That's a good win. And Mike Mathetha. That's the guy that he's a chump. Does Mike Mathetha, did he ever even win a UFC fight? I don't think so. He's the guy from New Zealand, shitty kickboxing that doesn't know how to kickbox either. But anyway, Charles Radke, Chuck Buffalo, 3-2 in his last 5. Daniel Frenza. He had his UFC debut against Reese McKee, where he got knocked out by Skeletor. Reese McKee is a big body for the weight class, and I'm not going to take that much from him for getting knocked out by Reese McKee, but really, before that, he was a Contender Series and an LFA against middling at best fighters. Nobody. I'm going to go through real quick. See, you got it already up anyway. Check for any names that stick out through his resume here, and I see none. Even the guy that beat him was 6-2, Gary Bellato. Never heard of him. Yeah, this guy is not impressing nobody with any of these wins, except for Vadim Kutsaya, his Kutsi, the Contender Series fight. That guy was 17-1. So that's his best win, and that's why he got his contract. But then he got housed by Reese McKee. And Reese McKee's 13-6-1. Nothing great about Skeletor Reese McKee, So, yeah, just I got to go with Chuck Buffalo. I like Chuck Buffalo. I've always liked him. He's got that aggressive kind of like brawler style. He's not the most technical boxer, but he's got a very good wrestling base. I can't say for sure, but I want to say Charles Radke has a good high school accolade, like high school wrestling accolades. I don't know if he won state championships or anything, but he has a background in high school wrestling. And Frunza, where is Frunza even from? This guy, what is that? Let me see. Romania. He's Romanian, just like Alice Ardeline. Wonder if they came on the same bus. If they did, Ardeline was busy in the back with Frunza. But anyway, yeah, I'm going with Chuck Buffalo. Charles Radke, he's my hammer pick of the week. Confident. He's a confident pick of mine. Dave, what do you got?
Agreed. One more?
I mean, there's not stats on Frunza, is there? You got one game of stats.
On everybody. Shit, yeah. Here we go. Strike line per minute for Radke, 3.11 versus 6.30. But strike absorbed, 3.66 versus 6.67. Both of them negative strikes ratio. It goes to the ground then, worst case scenario. I think Radke's got the experience, the repertoire of opponents. He's going to have the advantage on the feet, regardless of the volume here. He's going to have the ratio on the ground. He does have the advantage with 100% takedown defense. And fucking 100% takedown defense against all these fucking guys is pretty fucking decent. So he's not getting taken down. I think he's going to avenge his last loss against Malott. Malott was a good fight for him. Unfortunately, it was kind of home territory for Malott, so you kind of knew he was going to win that fight. This is a comeback fight for him. I think it's please put him in a parlay of some kind.
Yeah, Malott now is like a hero to Canada after the most recent Vancouver fight, right?
Yeah, like I said, he was set up for Radke was set up for a loss on that fight, so I get it. Right. Happy to put him in a parlay at minus 170. I think it's as easy.
What's funny is in Frunza, his given Romanian name is the Nut. The Nut. Instead of Daniel, is the Nut. The Nut Andre Frunza. Funny. All right. Moving on up the card. Next, we have we are moving right through this too.
Not really.
We got four fights left. It's only just 20 after 11. This is right on time, right? Perfect. What a 12 o'clock switching hour. That's when I have to, my feet turn to glass or whatever. Cinderella shit.
Your turtle starts poking.
Yeah, that's when the turtle wakes up. You let me out of here. That's what you get with a Stella and coffee combination. The coffee to wake me up, and Stella because I like it. Cheers, Dave. Who's winning this World Series?
Toronto in 7.
What? Are they winning? They lost tonight?
Yeah.
By how much? I had them plus.
Fuck. I was kind of, I don't know. It's on
there. Okay. We always spend 20 minutes on the first fight of the evening. Always. That's how a show kicks off. All right. Moving on. Next, we have a featherweight fight between Isaac Dalgarian and another debutant, Yadier Del Valle. I think that's how you say it. Yadier Del Valle. Okay. Isaac Dalgarian, you guys know him. He's been in the UFC prior. We're going to go over his give a brief run through his resume, and then we'll look at the newer Yadier guy. Midwest Choppa, Isaac Dalgarian, 7-1, fighting out of Factory X Muay Thai, which is pretty good. He's coming off a win against Brendan Marat, who the fuck, He lost to Christian Rodriguez. No, Daniel Rodriguez. That's what I was trying to think of earlier with all those undefeated prison fights. D-Rod, not C-Rod, D-Rod. You guys know who I'm talking about too. Anyway, he did back to Isaac Dalgarian. He did beat Francis Fire Marshall by ground and pound around 1. That was his UFC debut. That was probably his best win. Also, because I don't know who Brendan Marat, that dude, is. But, before that, he was in FAC looking for a fight. FAC, isn't that the old, it used to be over in Missouri. That used to be, what's that, Glory. That used to be Glory kickboxing thing, right? The Glory, that's their regional promotion. Is it Midwest? FAC? I think so. Regardless.
Who cares?
Who cares exactly? Because everybody he fought in the FAC looks like a can, except for TJ Britton. And that guy's nothing special. He's 7-2. Now he's 7-3. Bad news, TJ Britton. Everybody else was just a can crushing nobody. So that's why here let's look at Yadier Del Valle. Yadier Del Valle, the Cuban problem, 9-0, undefeated. This guy might be something. Might be at plus 215, undefeated. Let's see if he's got any highlights on his resume that are better than all the Dalgarians. Connor Matthews, that's his best win. Connor Matthews, Fire Marshal, Francis Marshall, they're about even Steven in my book. So his best win is, I would say, comparable to Dalgarian's best win. Before that, he was a Contender Series 17-4 guy. And prior to that, he was in Fury FC, which is, I think, better than FAC. Looking for a fight. Looking for a fight is kind of like a road to UFC, but in America. For real. It's the same type of shit. You get the same caliber of fighter. Oh, Michael Aswell. That's a known name in the Fury FC. That's a good one. He has some Combate Global. Dude, I might take the big plus money underdog on this one. Unless the chat or you throw me off of it, I'm going with the undefeated Yadier Del Valle the Cuban, what's his nickname again? Cuban Problem. Yeah, the Cuban Problem. I thought that was a missile crisis. Oh, that's a different fighter. Who's Cuban Missile Crisis? What's that guy's name? Forget. But anyway, I'm going with Yadier Alejandro Del Val Hernandez. Gracie Barra Houston. Good gym too. Yeah. What do you got, Dave?
Read my stats up. Okay, you know what? Sorry. Face offs first. Apologize. What do you think? Both face off pretty good. Top fun, cap, both cut. As far as stats go, strike length per minute, Isaac 3.37 versus 7.49. Second George 1.82 versus 3.46. Takedown average, Isaac has a ground game advantage here, 5.15 versus 2.51. So advantage on the ground. Ratio, you got to go with the volume on for Yair Vanderbilt here. Thing I do like is the takedown defense, 66. And he does have some finishes as far as submission goes on his record. He is undefeated. The volume here speaks amazing, speaks volumes. 7.46. He's going to dominate this guy on the feet. He does have enough to defend himself and possibly dominate on the ground or be competitive on the ground as well. I think you got to go with Yair Vanderbilt here. I think it's a pretty easy fucking pick. And as far as that goes, your odds.
Who? You go Yadier Vandervalley. There's no van in the name at all.
Well, whatever. Diwali. I apologize. And he's fun. At plus 200. So I'm going to go with the undefeated fighter plus 200 and see how he goes in the UFC.
Okay. I'm looking at some. Oh, by the way, Yadier Dalval, he has no Instagram. I'm looking at Isaac Dalgarian's. He trains with who's El Guapo there? He trains at Factory Muay Thai or Factory X. So he's getting some better coaching, I think. I don't know where Dalval, the Cuban guy, I don't know where he trains, but facility points go to Dalgarian. But I'm going to take the undefeated fighter as well. Despite Dalgarian got. Look how they match. Look at the definition. What's his name? Yadier. I'm going with Yadier. He don't have a man bun. That top knot there he got going on for Dalgarian, that shit's corny. And he's just, let's go. Dog. All right. Moving on. Up the main card, we got the feature fight. We've got Jeremiah Wells taking on Themba Gorimbo. Let's get into this a little bit. So, Jeremiah Wells, 12-4-1. He's been around for a while. He's got some decent experience. I want to go back and see I'm pretty sure, I'm definite sure he's got more fights in the UFC than Themba Mamba Gorimbo. Let's see, 12-4-1. We'll go into his resume. Let's see. He started his UFC career against Warley Alves back in 2021. That was his debut, and it was a win. But even before that, he does have some UFC names in his prior to UFC resume. Names like, holy shit, he's got an extensive amateur career. He's been fighting amateurs since 2011. Okay, that's when he started fighting amateur. Got into the pros in 2012. So he had 1 year in amateurs, went to the pros. Nobody. Basil Hafez. You guys know that? He had a draw in Cage Fury Fight Club. CFFC. Cage Fury. That's a good one. Basil Hafez. What? He lost to Vinicius Vinicius de Jesus. That I thought that was somebody else. Marco Smallman. What did he just leave? All right, whatever. Oh shit, remove. Warley Alves, he took a win over him. Let's share this tab instead. Shit. Got here Tracy or Gracie Barra. It's wrestling. Okay. Present share. Dave, what happened? Okay, so as I was saying, he had UFC debut fight against Warley Alves where he beat him ground and pound. He beat Mike Mathetha. That's Izzy's butt buddy. Beat Court McGee. That's a good win. Matthew Semmelsberger, good win. Then he came up against Carlson Harris, lost that. Max Griffin lost that. And now he's fighting Themba Gorimbo. So 2 losses, which were decent. I don't know what happened to Dave. Maybe he got pissed off because I was spending too much time talking about Jeremiah Wells, or I don't know. Hopefully he will be back. If not, so be it. But now he takes on Themba Gorimbo. Jeremiah Wells is in for. He's got his handfuls against Themba Gorimbo, who is a slight favorite, minus 135, 14-5. Themba Gorimbo, if I remember correctly, this is the guy that didn't The Rock buy him a house? The Rock and the UFC bought him a house down in Florida. I heard he demoed the house and is rebuilding because everybody's trying to tell him how to make the house, how to I don't know, problems with the decorating of the house and shit. So he ended up just being like, F all you, crushed the house, and is rebuilding from the ground up. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but he's got some drama going on, Themba Gorimbo, outside of the UFC. He's got some shit going on. So I think I might have to go again and take the dog pick here in Jeremiah Wells, see if I can find their face-offs here. I'm going to have to probably search for it, let the commercial run. But Dave had the limp next door and blow his neighbor. Yeah, maybe. Fuck the Rock's house. Wells, my boy. Thank you, Kiwi. I agree. Fuck the Rock's house is right. I'm going also with Themba Gorimbo, but I do want to share this face off with him. I have to find it. Share this tab instead. Like I said, when Dave took over, I kind of lost my steps, so bear with me. That was Billy Alicana. Let's see, that's Chuck Radke or Buffalo, Isaac Dalgarian. All right, here we go. Look at how fast I did that. So we got Themba and Jeremiah Wells. Themba's the first guy that came up with the completely bald head and the goofy look. He's the taller gentleman here. Jeremiah Wells, more muscle definition. Got the mass. What are they called again? I forget. Crystal, miss you, buddy. I forgot what those interior or I forgot what those muscles are called. But Wells is definitely more muscle bound. Like he's got more muscle, but that also might sap into his cardio because muscles require more oxygen. And it's like the more muscles you have, the easier your cardio can get sapped. That's what I'm saying. However, I think overall, Jeremiah Wells will have better wrestling and ground game. Themba will probably be better in striking and stand-up, but it's really hard to say. In ranking-wise, Jeremiah Wells, the underdog, is actually ranked 22. Themba's at 27. So there's that. Goes that way. Yeah, I've got to go for the dog here in Jeremiah Wells. hopefully Dave will come back and tell me who his pick is. I don't know what happened with him, but until then, I guess I'll just keep moving on. So fight goes decision is the play. Oh, he knocked down the house and is building a mud hut. Okay. So it feels like home. Oh, horrible, Kiwi. Horrible. I like it. Yeah, going to decision, that might be a play. I can log back into DraftKings, see what's going on with that. Oh, some gold. And I will share this tab with you after they check location to make sure I'm legal, legit. And holy shit. I don't know what I won, but my balance just jumped up $150, so I won something. Maybe I won my baseball parlay or something. Anyway, share this tab instead. So, UFC, we got fight lines. Get rid of Gerald Lynch's I like it comment. Okay, Carnelossi +3. This is where I left off. I have Cole beating Phil Rowe, Addis Artelene, but I'm not touching that one. Ketlin, I have Norma Dumont winning that one. Cedricus Dumas, I'm going to take him. He's still plus money with the points. How can you not take that? So Dumas, even though I know everybody wants to hate on him, but I think he's going to win. I'm going to take Chang Ho Lee plus points. I didn't even know that was an option because they're even Steven here, money -110 both ways. But I think Chang Ho Lee is going to edge out Kwamba. If it does go decision, he's got to win a round, right? Alicana, easy. That I'm fairly confident. That guy's nothing but tall, Kevin Christian. Nascimento, got him because Cody Durden's short notice. Charles Radke, he's my boy. He's a confident pick against this Frunza, the Donut Frunza. Isaac Delgarian, got him. And here we are, Jeremiah Wells, Thumba Garimbo. I'm going to do this right here. Jeremiah Wells +3.5. So as long as he doesn't get knocked out or finished, he's not going to get submitted. Thumba Garimbo don't even know what a submission is, but he may knock him out. But I think Jeremiah Wells has the durability and knowledge not to get knocked out, and probably I think I even take him here, but to win outright. But I will take him +3.5 just in case there's some sort of a judges. I don't judge robbery because Themba, he used to be a poor guy living in a mud hut. We gave him a house, and fuck that. Who cares? And there we go with Jeremiah Wells is my pick. Dave, show him the stats. Oh, that's right. You're not here. So that being said, let's moving on. Up the card, we got the co-main event. It's the heavyweights, big guys. We got Waldo Cortez Acosta. That's Salsa guy, right? Salsa something is his nickname, Salsa Boy or some shit. He used to be a pitcher for baseball. He used to be a baseball pitcher when he was down in Dominican Republic? Yes. Dominican Republic. He came from baseball background. Salsa Boy, Waldo Cortez Acosta. But those pitches are now punches, and he's pretty darn good at it. He's he's taken on relatively newcomer Ante Delija. Delija walking trouble. Ante Delija is making his second fight in the UFC. His first fight was a knockout of Marcin Tybura. He took money from me because I thought Tybura, with the experience, I thought Tybura was definitely going to get him. I was shocked. So good on you, Ante Delija, whatever, the Croatian fighter. So here against the Dominican striker, I'm once again taking Antidelusia. I haven't confirmed, but I heard Antidelusia is training. He's a training partner of Tom Aspinall. And we're going to check out his Instagram just to see if that is true. And let's see, we got share this tab instead. And this is what it's what I've heard is he's a training partner of. That's not Tom Aspinall. Oh, that's in Vegas. That is 1 week ago. Well, yeah, Tom's not going to go to Vegas with him at the UFC PI or anything. He's not going to. Oh, look, right here, the last spar. Here's the team over at Manchester Top Team. There's Tom Aspinall in the front. There's Antidelusia. There's some old dude. That's I know that guy too. Man, I can't think of his name, but I recognize his face. Another heavyweight fighter. So these guys, there he is with Tom Aspinall training. That's what I like to see. I like to see training with the best. So I'm gonna take Antidelusia here, but just to be fair, I will take a quick look at Waldo Cortez Acosta's Instagram as well. Just fair is fair. So I'll check out Salsa Boy's Instagram and share this tab instead. Waldo Cortez Acosta, Salsa Boy. He got an interview here. He's got some promotional picture, solo training. What's he, shadow boxing or something? Yeah, that doesn't impress me. Not in the bit. I'd rather see you with Tom Aspinall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see him with somebody, not by himself. Who's your training partner? You know, come on. Who? I think where's Waldo Cortez Acosta training at? I have no idea. I can check his Tapology real quick. Just shortly. It has no disclosed affiliation, so it's hard to say who he's training with. But yeah, I'm fading Waldo Cortez Acosta. Ultimate Karate Combat or Ultimate Combat. Is that the gym he's at? I believe so. But yeah, my pick is going to be Antidelusia. If Dave ever comes back on the show, I will find out what he wants. What do you guys think? Let's see. Okay, Grimbo has a sub win, I thought. Grimbo? Maybe. I'm not gonna check it. But regardless if he does or not, he's not gonna win. I got Jeremiah Wells beating him. Salsa Fanny, I'm sure. I was shocked too. Yeah. Elijah has 32 pro fights. Damn, he sure does. 26-6. That's double the amount of fights that Cortez Acosta's got. I think Gerald's lean is Elijah, as is mine. If Dave doesn't come back, I will just make my 3-leg parlay from the picks that he did do. Good? Okay. So, yeah, I think the chat, is also on Elijah as well. So, moving on. Finally, we got the main event. Perfect timing. It's quarter of 12, starting to get warm. Let's get into the main event. Main event, we've got Steve Garcia, 18-5. He's the favorite here, -135, taking on David Onama. Let's get rid of this. Present. Share screen. Share. Okay. Let me show the face-offs first before we move on. Let's see what these guys look like facing each other. Cortez Costa and Antidelusia before we move on. Might be a commercial pop-up, just warning. I knew it. New York State owners, you guys want free solar panels? This is all scam, this bullshit. This scam. Scammy. Scam. We don't get nothing free in New York. Okay, I gotta speed all the way up to right about here. Nope. Okay, how about here? Nope, that's Wells Grimbo. So here and there's the big boys. There's Antidelusia and Elsa boy. Dance up there, buddy. Dance, my. As you can see, they size up favorably, even. Yeah, toe to toe, head to head. I don't see any advantage. Oh, we got a mystery nipple. We got an extra nipple on Delusia. See that right there? Right there underneath. If you guys can look on a bigger screen than what I'm looking at, you can see that is a definite third nipple, potentially fourth if I see the other side. Does he go into forward facing? That would be awesome if he does, and he has the extra pair of nipples. And oh, you never see it, can't see it. But that was definitely a third nipple there. So yeah, might as well just keep it here. So Steve Garcia, David Onama. Here comes David Onama next. That's what we moved on to anyway. Garcia, knockout round 2, under 1.5. Gerald, I think maybe. So back to Garcia versus Onama. As you can see, here's David Onama comes in first. He's the one dark as midnight. And Garcia, the more aggressive fighter, in my opinion, is this. I think it's a warranted favorite, too. Minus 135 for Garcia. Onama comes back at plus 114. So plus money on Onama, but I'm not feeling it. So back to my full card parlay. We got I picked Antidelusia on the last one, and now for the final, Steve Garcia minus 135. I like it. I think he's going to get the job done. So, and I'll explain why right now. Share this tab instead. And let's look at this main event with a little bit closer eye than just, I'm taking Steve Garcia. So to back up my reasoning without stats, I'm taking the over. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So Steve Garcia, mean machine. Look at all that green. We're gonna look at it with a closer eye. So out of Jackson Wink, which is fantastic facility. That's the home of Holly Holm, and there's a lot of decent, good fighters out of Jackson Wink. They just don't come to mind right now. But look at the resume. Coming off a great win over Calvin Kattar. Before that, he beat Kyle Nelson, Sungwoo Choi. And both these, look, performance of the night. Back-to-back performance of the night. He beat Melk Costa, who's the legitimate patchy mix, if you know what I mean. Shayla Nurenbeke, Chase Hooper's Hooch, beat all these guys. Mahashate beat him. That's an anomaly, though. That's counter right round 1. He caught him. He caught him with a counter punch. Beat Charlie Antivaros. Antivaros is that dude. He's got he's the white guy with the fro. Or he's not. He's like mulatto or something mixed. Lost to Luis Pena. Beat Chepe Mariscal. What a good freaking win that is. That's the LFA before he even came to the UFC. So, and prior to that, he was Elon Cruz, lost to him. That was in Jackson. Jackson Wink has a lot of these bigger gyms. They have their own type of promotions, like Jackson Wink Fight Nights. Those are Jackson Wink. They get all their amateur guys to fight each other and stuff. Beat Ronnie Lawrence in Bellator. See, look at the extended resume for Steve Garcia. It keeps going. It keeps going. I'm not even in the beginning yet. He did the amateurs from 2009, 2012, broke into the pro scene in 2013, and just started going all green. Lost to Pretty Ricky. That's not a bad, back in the day, 2016. Who cares? So made a good name for himself. And most recently, unbelievable. 1, 2, 3. He's on a 6-fight win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-fight win streak. Now he's taking on David Onama, silent assassin. David Onama's 14 and only 2 losses for my boy, the silent assassin. Glory MMA and Fitness. You guys know that does not exist anymore, so I don't know why they even have that name up here. I think I would imagine it's that camp that the guy from Glory started. It's called let's see, it's his Instagram real quick. But the Ugandan fighter David Onama, let's see. Okay. That's Faraz, or what's his name? That's the Moroccan Devil right there. I forgot. It's his nickname. I forgot his freak. Man, things are just slipping my mind right now. But David what the freak's his name? The Moroccan Devil. But spinning back elbow. So David Onama was putting it in. I like seeing the training pictures. That's good, Anya. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, there's the Moroccan Devil. Oh, is that? Look at his bad weight cut, or he's cutting weight right here, just draining the liquids out of his body. He's purposely dehydrating just so he can make weight. I don't like to see that. I like to see guys with, like, look at, they have to help him up. That's you don't want to air this shit, David Onama. This is why your betting line is plus money, because people see this shit. They look how you're struggling after a weight cut. But needless to say, even if he was like had no bothersome weight cut, I'll still take Steve Garcia. Garcia is my pick until somebody shows me differently. So, that being said, Yusuf Zalal. Thank you, Kiwi. Moroccan Devil. Yusuf Zalal. Thank you. So, yeah. For the main event, it's going to be a closely lined fight, though. It's going to be closer than I'm expecting, but I will take Steve Garcia to edge it out and share this tab instead. I already made that as my bet. So let me throw a quick wager on here for not just full card thing. I'll do, $10. Win me $3,856. I can't. That's too greedy. It's not going to hit anyway. It's a full card. So I'll do half that. $5. Win me $1,928. Okay, place this bet. And now for my 3-leg parlay, using the fights before Jeremiah Wells and Themba Gorimbo, because I have no idea what Dave wants to do about the last 3 fights. And we can't use female fights, so kicking back. Dave, I'll kick it right back to the beginning, and we're going to see which fights we're going to use, starting from the top. First of all, we don't use girl fights, so Carnelossi, Alan Carr, that's not going to make it. We both like Seok Hyung Ko, minus 198. So that's a possibility. Get rid of this full card thing. Now we're going to make this new one. We're on Alice Arlene, but female fight, can't do it. We're both on Norma Dumont, or no, he's on Ketlin Vieira actually. Should have t-shirt bet him on that one. But we're both on Cedricus Dumas, but he is plus 280. I cannot. That's too risky to put in there. Even this one, plus 3.5 points at plus 225. I bet that already, but not going to make our 3-leg parlay. It's got to be money line only, no plus shit here for the parlay. We're both on Chang Ho Lee, minus 110 over Timmy Kwamba. I'm going to do that one. And then we're on Billy Alicana, minus 270. We're both on Nascimento, minus 290. I'm more confident with that one. Charles Radke. This may be the last one that we agree on. No, Yadier Del Valle, but he's also a plus money underdog, so we can't do that one. And I don't know about the last three because Dave said no. He said, fuck you and your Jeremiah Wells breakdown. So, I guess we're going to have to go. What do we got here? Kwamba, Chang Ho Lee, and Ko. I can't do both Koreans. I can't do that. So let's see. Onama is all about fixing lines. Play it. Fuck Ko. Okay. So I'll take Ko out of there and replace him with some. We'll see what it pays out. But Charles Radke, what's he, minus 170? Put him in there. And it's either going to be Nascimento, minus 285, Billy Alicana, minus 270, Ko, minus 190. I like Ko, but I don't want too many Koreans on a 3. There's only 2 Koreans fighting. I'm picking both. So go with Nascimento. Cody Durden's coming off a short notice. That's solid. Or Alicana, because Kevin Christian, he's just tall. Yeah, we'll go see if this is plus money. Because of plus 315. I don't know. Alicana. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. I'm greedy. No Alicana. I'm putting Ko in. I know Kiwi doesn't agree with it. He's taking Rowe over Ko. That's crazy. But I'm going to take Ko. I don't care about the 2 Asians or whatever. 3 plus 356, much better. So my $20 bet will pay back 91.60 or 91.26. Fade RFP parlay. I'm going to do a couple parlays after this. So I got this one for 20. This is the one for the show, the plus money junkie parlay. View my bets, and I will copy paste this thing. My bets. Okay, right here we are. So here we go. 3-pick parlay. This is the one for the show. Copy. Bring it over to StreamYard. Paste. Plus money junkie parlay for the show. 3 picks. Chang Ho Lee, Charles Radke, and Seok Hyung Ko. There you go. That's for the show. Plus money junkie parlay, 3 picks. Lee, Radke, Ko. Now we're gonna do some fun parlays. I'm gonna do a BLM parlay. So you can put that. We put Rowe in there anyway. I'm gonna do an all-girl parlay and maybe another niche one for like Brazilians or something. But first, let's start with the BLM parlay. We're here with fight lines. Okay. Phil Rowe. And this one I can put, this is a niche, so we can put plus money points. Phil Rowe plus 3.5. So if it goes to decision, if it's split, we still win. Okay. Cedricus Dumas, Dante Johnson. I think they're both of dark. They're both BLM. I think Dante Johnson. Yeah, that's got to be. Billy Alcana, was he? Nah, that's close. I don't know. Isaac Dog, man. Oh, both the black on black crime here. Man, I can't even do a BLM parlay with David Onama. But aside from David Onama, and I could just do those two unless I get real technical. And Jesus, my nose will not stop running. And it's not like I'm doing drugs. It's just allergies, seasonal or something. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep it those two. Plus 220. Nah, that's not fun. Let's add where's the Cedricus? Let's add Cedricus to it. Now let's juice it up. Plus 941 now. Oh yeah, boy. And they're all plus points too, plus points. So $10 win you 104. Place that bet. We'll call this the BLM parlay. View my bets. Here we go. Copy. BLM parlay. Paste. Plus 941, all because I added Cedricus Dumas. Plus money too. Or I mean plus points as well. Unreal. There's the BLM parlay. And finally, I'm going to do not doing drugs, snorting 8-ball and 2 Xannies before the show. We know. Yeah. No, not tonight. Not tonight. Only on days I need it to do the show. But I didn't tonight. Okay. Finally, I'm going to do a all-female parlay, which should be mostly all the favorites, but we shall see. Fight lines. So, Carnelossi, plus points. Alice Ardeline, money line. Norma Dumont, money line. That comes out, all the girls, plus 250. Not bad. Not bad. That one, worth it. Nah, $10, not fun. $20. $20 make you 70. Place bet. View my bets. Here's my all-female parlay. We'll call it the Girls Gone Wild parlay, huh? Okay. Girls Gone Wild parlay. Paste. Pre-pick parlay. Okay, there we are. So we got 3 parlays for you. This is the main one for the show. It's Chang Ho Lee, Charles Radke, Seok Kyung Ko. Then we got the Black Lives Matter parlay. Phil Rowe, David Onama, Cedricus Dumas. This is the biggest plus money parlay, plus 941, as you can see. And the Gills Gone Wild. Gills Gone Wild parlay. Ariana Carnelossi, Alice Ardeline, and Norma Dumont. That comes with plus 250. Mean Girls parlay. Oh, that I could call that. No. So there you go, guys. Best of luck tomorrow. It's after midnight. You know, that's my witching hour. It's like Cinderella. As soon as that clock hits midnight, I gotta go. But fish is breathing. What? I don't get it. But anyway, I appreciate all you guys, Kiwi, Mythical Owl, Gerald, Lynch, all you got regular guys, Useless. I appreciate every single one of you that come into the chat. You're always welcome. And yeah, you're encouraged to make sure you put your bets into the Tapology, because if you do get first place and you're in the chat, Dave and or I will send you a t-shirt for placing. Oh, you know what? I never asked for this, but maybe you guys could throw a like onto the video, because I never ask for likes. I never get them either. But I think the most likes I've ever got on a show was like 11. So it's not that hard to just hit that like button, guys. Just for me, whatever. But thanks for sticking around. Best of luck tomorrow. This is a Vegas card, so it's normal late ass time, probably starting 4 p.m. Eastern for me. 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So good luck on that. Oh, Kiwi. God bless you. You're the best. You're the best, bro. And play one of these parlays to earn that money back, Kiwi. I would suggest this one. But I know you don't like Co. This one's pretty safe. And if you want to do this one, just take out Cedricus, and it's pretty much none of them are safe. None of them are safe. But anyway, thank you, Kiwi, for all that shit. And God bless. Best of luck. And I'll see you guys most likely next week. Yeah. Take care and out.